You're driving down a deserted highway, the kind where the darkness presses against your windows like it's alive. No cars, no lights, just the eerie hum of your tires and a feeling in your gut that something's off. Welcome to tonight's Nightmare Fuel, where we're peeling back the shadows with 4 true late-night road trip horror stories that'll haunt your next drive. These aren't made-up tales. They're real, whispered by folks who swear they'll never take the wheel after dark again. So, lock your doors, check your mirrors, and let's plunge into the unknown. This is going to be one hell of a ride. Before we hit the gas, smash that like button if you're ready for some serious chills, and subscribe with the bell icon to join our crew of thrill seekers. Drop a comment. What's the creepiest thing you've ever seen on a road trip? Let's get those spooky vibes rolling. Story 1. The Hitchhiker's Shadow. I was tearing down I-80 through the Nevada desert, past midnight, the night so thick it felt like it could swallow my car whole. Just me, a half-empty thermos of coffee, and endless sagebrush blurring by. I was chasing a new job in Reno, the road dead empty, until I saw her. A woman on the shoulder, thumb out, lit up by my headlights. Mid-20s maybe, in a flimsy jacket, her hair wild in the wind. Her face was ghostly pale, like she'd never seen the sun. My instincts screamed to keep going, but leaving someone out here felt wrong. I pulled over. "You okay?" I called, window barely cracked. She stared, eyes glinting like an animal's. "Next town?" Her voice was faint, almost lost in the wind. I nodded, unlocking the passenger door. "Get in." She slid in, and the air turned frigid, like I'd opened a crypt. She sat stiff, hands folded, staring ahead. No bag, nothing. I tried talking. "Where you from? What's your deal?" But she just said, "Keep driving." It wasn't a request. It was a command. 10 minutes of suffocating silence later, I checked the rearview mirror. That's when I saw it. A shadow in the back seat. Not a person. A thing. Too tall, too thin, like it was stretched wrong. I blinked, praying it was my imagination, but it moved, just a twitch. My heart slammed against my ribs. "You see something?" she asked, her voice low, knowing. "Just tired," I choked out, hands shaking. Her smile was ice. "Be careful who you pick up out here." She pointed to a dirt road splitting off the highway. "Here." I stopped, and she vanished into the dark like smoke. The shadow in the mirror was gone, but on the passenger window inside where she never touched was a handprint. I didn't stop again until Reno, and I still check my backseat every night. Story 2. The radio's warning. This one's from a trucker I met at a dive off Route 66. He was hauling freight through Arizona, 2 a.m., the desert blacker than death. His CB radio had been quiet all night, just him and his rig's rumble. Then it crackled, spitting out a voice. "Turn back," it rasped, gritty like it clawed its way out of a grave. He thought it was a prank. "Who's this?" he asked, twisting the dial. Static. He kept rolling, but a minute later it hit again, louder. "Turn. Back." He scanned his mirrors for another trucker screwing with him. Nothing but empty road and a faded rest area sign 5 miles out. His gut was in knots, but he brushed it off. That voice, though, it burrowed into his skull. A mile on, the radio screamed, a sound like steel shredding flesh. He slammed the brakes, the rig fishtailing. The radio went dead. He sat, heart pounding, staring into the dark. Then he saw it. A figure in the road, just beyond the headlights, too tall, arms dangling like broken branches. It didn't move, just watched. He gunned it, swerving wide, and when he checked the mirror, it was gone. He didn't stop until the rest area, parking under floodlights until dawn. Later, he found claw-like scratches raked down his truck's driver's side. He never drove that stretch of 66 again. Story 3. The Vanishing Gas Station. A college kid told me this one driving home for Thanksgiving through rural Ohio. It was 3 a.m., her gas light blinking like a warning. No cell signal, just fields and darkness. She was on the edge of panic when she spotted a glow, a gas station, its neon sign sputtering like it was dying. She pulled in, shaky with relief. The place was a time capsule. Peeling paint, rusty pumps, a flickering light inside. An old man at the counter waved her in, his smile stretched too wide, like it didn't belong. "Fill her up?" he creaked, voice like dry leaves. "Yeah, thanks," she said, handing over her card. The air reeked of damp earth, and the shelves held weird, dusty snacks she didn't recognize. The old man stared, unblinking as he pumped the gas. Her skin crawled, but she blamed the late hour. When he returned her card, his fingers grazed hers, cold as a corpse. "Drive safe," he said, but it felt like a curse. She sped off, glancing back. The station was gone. Not dark. Gone. Just an empty lot, swallowed by the night. She made it to the next town, trembling, and checked her phone when she got signal. No gas station on the map for 20 miles. Her tank was full, though, and her card showed a 13.13 charge from last stop fuel. She searched it later. Nothing existed by that name. Story 4. The passenger who wasn't there. This one's the worst. A guy was navigating the Smoky Mountains late fall, fog so dense it clung like a shroud. No streetlights, just his high beams stabbing the mist. He was alone, or so he thought. An hour in, he heard a thump from the back seat like something heavy shifted. He checked the rear view, just his duffel bag. He told himself it was nothing, but his hands were slick with sweat. Then came the breathing, slow, deliberate, right behind him, like someone hiding. "Who's there?" he whispered, too terrified to turn. No answer, just that breathing, steady as a heartbeat. He floored it, the car screaming through the fog, curves be damned. The breathing grew louder, closer, like it was leaning into his ear. He swerved into a pull-off, yelling, and spun around. The back seat was empty, but his duffel was unzipped, and inside was a Polaroid he'd never seen. Him driving, snapped from the back seat, his face ghostly in the dashboard's glow. He burned it at the next gas station and sold the car, but he says, late at night, he still hears that breathing. Well, that's our 4 true road trip nightmares, tales that make you question what's lurking in the dark. If these stories got your heart racing, hit that like button and subscribe with the bell to catch every creepy drop. Comment below, ever had a freaky moment on a late night drive? Spill your story, we're all ears. And next time you're on a lonely road, keep your eyes on the rear view, because something's always watching you.